What's up, everyone? Me again, Josh Weber here with Big Red Jelly. I'm actually here at Big Red Jelly HQ. After hours, I suppose. It's Friday at 7:50 something. So it's nice and quiet, and I don't have to be nervous about the team giving me a hard time in the background. For those of you that are new, which is probably all of you, we are a marketing, branding, storytelling agency, and we want to ask some kind of poignant questions and start some debate about the world of business, of entrepreneurship, and we hope to dive into things and principles, questions, thoughts that are applicable to anyone out there, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're in marketing, whether you're in whatever industry you're in. I think that some of the guests that we're going to have and some of the questions that we'll be asking and answering will be relevant to everyone. I wanted to quickly introduce who we are, what Big Red Jelly does, and introduce our first topic for this video, which maybe it'll be related to the title. Kylie's our editor, she will let me know. But it is about the future of digital marketing, or the future of digital. Let's just put it that way. Big Red Jelly, most of our work is in the digital space, so anything online, social media, graphic design, web design, anything related to Google or other search engines, online advertising. It's not everything that we do, but the way that things are trending now, it's the vast majority of what we do. Telling stories and sharing brands and marketing for companies. You've got to be on digital. You've got to be thinking about that. And that is a question that comes up to me all the time. Josh, what is your opinion on the future of digital marketing? Inevitably, we start talking about just the future of digital in general. You start to think about the big names out there, obviously, like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Netflix, Amazon. These are all digital platforms, though they're in different spaces. We are starting to see that they're overlapping and competing more and more. I would like to touch on what I think. A warning, opinion alert here, right? Opinion alert. And I guess it'll be interesting to look back at this video even a year from now and see how wrong or right I was. But my opinion of where digital is going, and then we'll get into digital marketing, but where digital is going, it is clearly evident that these big players within the digital space are fighting over the video space. They're fighting over video content, and more specifically, they are fighting over live video content. So here at Big Red Jelly, when we're coming up with strategy, marketing strategy, and content marketing strategy, we kind of look at things in terms of tiers. And it's easy to post, it's easy to write content for a number of clients, right? It's a little bit harder to gather visual content, so photos, because someone has to be there and take that photo, unless you're using stock photography, but many of you will agree that original photography of the product or the service or the business is better, preferred. That's a little bit harder because you have to be present, or maybe a drone is out there taking photos, but there needs to be visual content put out there. Then the next one is video content. It's usually a little bit more technically difficult to take a video than take a photo. There's a little bit more involved there. Obviously, a video is a compilation of hundreds, if not thousands, of pictures put together, at least in the olden days. Then you have the next tier up, which is live video. And obviously, that's even more difficult because you're taking video content, but whatever you're taking, you need to 100% be there. There is no editing there, and it's live and it's presence for everyone to see. And usually that is the business owner or someone within the company taking that live video. What I'm seeing, and many of you are probably seeing this as well, is that live video, social media platforms are pushing
live video so hard right now, right? Instagram Live or IGTV, Facebook Live, there's live on Twitter, there's YouTube Live, you're streaming on Twitch. So many of these live video services on all these different platforms, and what you're finding as a marketer is that your live videos are getting tremendous reach. They're getting great reach. So if you can get past the nerves and kind of that, being camera shy, if you can really commit to, I'm going to turn on a video and I'm going to be live, and whoever tunes in is going to tune in. And most people are kind of nervous and they say, well, no one's going to listen to me and I'm going to feel dumb after 10 minutes and no one tuned in. You're often surprised at how many people do tune in. And you'd be lying to yourself if you're not on social media and you see one of your friends or acquaintances is live right then and there. You're kind of curious to click and see what the heck is going on. We are very much intrigued by live content, right? We're very intrigued at what's happening right now, live, unedited, unadulterated, just crazy. Who knows what could happen? There's something about that that's very attractive to us. There are a couple of video platforms or channels or shows out there that are holding out, and it's the live, it's the news channels, but they have made some tremendous strides lately, and it is live sports. That's what it is. I think as soon as the Super Bowl, as an example, as soon as those have fully transitioned to a platform like Netflix or YouTube Red or whatever that's called, or YouTube Live, as soon as those have made the transition completely, TV's got nothing left. There's nothing left. That and the news. People will tune into the TV to watch the news. But I think as soon as those two have fully transitioned, and we've already seen like the NBA Finals, I believe was on YouTube, or you could watch it live on YouTube. Which one of these platforms is really going to snatch up those two remaining things? So that's my thought on the future of digital. Obviously, everything's is trending in digital, and in terms of when we meet with businesses, why do I like digital marketing a lot? I like all marketing, but digital in particular, because now more than ever you can track where every dollar is being spent. You can track the ROI down to the cent in some cases, literally. Whether it's on Google, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, whatever platform, you name it. Whereas before, people might debate me on this, but I really don't think it is. Before, you would spend X amount of dollars, hundreds, thousands of dollars on a poster, a billboard, put your ad on the side of a bus, put it on those little sheets next to the bus stop, and you would cross your fingers and hope that was effective. And I'm not saying they're not effective, don't get me wrong, but it was very, very hard to measure its effectiveness as opposed to digital ads. And that's the whole movement now, is data. Data, tracking, and you see this battle between privacy and being able to track and being efficient in your ads. Facebook Pixel could be something we could dive into for a long time, where you're shopping online for shoes, or you're just exploring. Next thing you know, all over your social media you see shoes. That's not them reading your mind, that's them getting a Facebook Pixel, putting on the website, and now they know how to put ads directly in front of your social media stream. So live video is going to be huge, and I think now, based on this pattern of text or copy, pictures or images, video, live video, what's the next step over live video? We're already seeing it now. It's VR. It's virtual reality. Who's going to start to battle over that space? How do you integrate that? Make it more accessible to the masses, because right now it's not. Those headsets are not cheap. It's not the easiest thing to operate for those of you who have used them. But once that becomes more accessible to the masses, then it becomes, okay, how do we create virtual experiences that are 3D or 4D, who knows? And businesses are going to start to get into that space. And I think they'll look back and say, man, I can't believe we were trying to advertise on just a flat 2D screen. Who did we think we are? Now it's an all-encompassing, we can get all of their senses involved. Wow. But in terms of the future of digital, that's what I think we can prepare ourselves for, is kind of a battle over the VR space. And you see that in the NBA doing that on the, I think it's the Oculus, where you can sit on the front row of the finals and watch the NBA finals as if you're there. Going forward, on just another couple points on the future of digital marketing in particular, I think people should watch out for or start to talk about what is the future of websites, right? I get asked that all the time. At Big Red Jelly, we do web design. In fact, it's one of our bigger services, bigger revenue drivers for our team. I'm going to be honest with you, it keeps me awake at night, wondering what's the future of websites. How often are you as a user right now, other than work, for personal, how often are you actually on websites or exploring websites? Actually think about that and compare it to how much time you're spending on a mobile app, or spending on a social media platform, or spending it on one of the big aggregates like Amazon, for example, to do your online shopping. A whole bunch of different social platforms that come and go, but there's always been one constant there, and it is websites. I think Google wants websites to continue to thrive because that's kind of what fills the majority of their search engine, websites, blogs. But now, for example, even from Google's perspective, there's Google My Business, for those who are familiar with that. So when you search for best restaurant near you, and there's a bunch of search results on the left, on the right, so it's called the Google card. It's got images and the website link and a call button. That right there, 90% of the time, I'm throwing numbers out here, but most of that has enough information for you to make your choice. It has a menu, it has hours that it's open, it has posts. Guys, those are my thoughts on the future of digital, the future of digital marketing. Comment below, what do you think? Actually, this is a specific question. What is the future of websites? Are they useless? Should you still have a website? If so, why? If not, why not? Or how are they going to change? How are they going to evolve? Do you have a website? If so, why? I'm very curious to get your feedback from the general community. So thanks again, guys. Josh Weber here with Big Red Jelly. Stay tuned. Not all of these episodes are going to be me chatting like this. Super boring. We're going to have guests on. We're going to have more poignant questions. We're going to do Q&As. We're going to have examples. We're going to actually bust out a whiteboard or do a screen share and go into some really fun stuff. We love entrepreneurship, people who just enjoy the grind. It's rough out there, guys, but we're all in it to win it. So I wish you all luck, and we'll tune in next time. Thank you.